Hello, Houston. I'm your host, Diana Casanova, and I want to invite you to our new and exciting show called Big City Lifestyles. So come join us every Saturday at Boss Up Houston Network. See you there. Hello, welcome to Big City Lifestyles, where reality meets luxury. We are going to be talking today about all the steps to buy a home. And we will be naming off the three basic steps. 1 is credit, 2 is the lender, and 3 is choosing your home. We will also be interviewing Mr. Luther and Mr. Robert with Credit Mechanics. Mr. Luther is with Nexus Mortgage, and he will give you so many wonderful tips and ways to choose the right home loan. You will be very, very happy to find out all the exciting and wonderful information that you need to buy your home. We will also be talking about the basic laws that protect you as a consumer with the credit mechanic. But the main thing is to understand those three basic laws. The first law that is important is the law of the law that it talks about the credit and the law of truth and lending. And the last one is called the privacy law. And these are laws that protect you as a consumer. And one of them is called the law of credit and understanding that the credit bureau has 30 days to correct any information that is not correct. And within those 30 to 45 days, they cannot connect or correct the dispute that you have made. Legally, it has to come off. The Privacy Act is a law that protects you and your privacy. So any collection company that puts a item on your credit must have authorization from you. If you did not give them that authorization, that means that it will be verified, and if it cannot be verified by the credit bureau or the company that puts that collection on your credit profile, then it must be taken off, because it is illegal to take your private information, such as your name, your address, your social, and anything else that is a personal privacy. For example, a loan. If they have your account number, the loan company, the amount of the loan, and your social, those are not authorized by you, therefore they have to be removed. So the truth credit law is that everything on your report has to be truthful, has to be accurate. And so if that is not accurate, then you legally can have it removed. So those three laws are very good and critical to you helping remove some of the credit collections that are on your report. But of course, if you don't understand all the rules and regulations of the credit bureau, we have the credit mechanic, Robert, who can also guide you through all those steps. The other thing on the lending side is it's very important that you pick the right lender. For example, if you are going to pick a lender then you are able to choose the lender that has experience and has various types of loans for you so that you can pick the best one, such as a VA loan, FHA loan, a conventional loan, and those are just some of the 3 that I'm talking about. We also have available to you through Nexus Arthur Luther. He will explain to you in detail so much information that you need to choose the right home and the right loan. So we will be showing and presenting to you Mr. Luther in a few minutes. But the other thing that I'd like for you to think about is that when you're picking out the steps that you're taking to buy your home, you have to remember that the first thing you have to consider is what you can afford, which would be the price of the home. The second is the payments, because we want to stay within our budget to be able to afford the house payments. And the third would be location. You want to pick a location that's close to your job or close to your children's school. It depends on the importance of the order that you have in order to achieve those goals in being near your job or near your children's school, or both, because sometimes some of the subdivisions have the schools within the subdivision, and that is very, very convenient. So, as I was saying, this information is going to give you all the steps you need to buy a home. The information that's coming up really soon with Arthur Luther with Nexus Home Mortgage and Credit Mechanic with Robert. He will be explaining and giving you so many good ideas and tips on how to get your credit where it belongs so that your interest rate will stay low and your credit scores will go up quickly and efficiently and legally. So that's what I wanted to share with you. I'm your host, Diana Casanova, and I'm here to help you find a nice home. And I'm giving you all the tools necessary to find your credit, your home loan, and then helping you to choose your beautiful dream home.
Events and Adventures knows how to make the most of being single. Get social, in person, try new things, and just have fun. Join Events and Adventures. We've been doing the single life right for over 30 years. 30 great events every month. Just visit eventsandadventures.com.
At Lowe's, spring is a season of possibilities. A time for growth and a time for a fresh trim. It's where new projects begin. And curb appeal takes on new meaning. Stop by Lowe's first annual Spring Fest before the fun and savings for your garden and total home are gone. Home to any budget, home to any possibility.
Are you single? Maybe you're divorced or new in town. It's time to meet your match with Events and Adventures. Whether you're low-key or adventurous, come hang out with tons of like-minded people at exciting group activities. The best part? Everyone is single. From happy hours and trivia nights to outdoor adventures and weekend getaways, Events and Adventures has something for everyone. We're all here for the same reason. So come be part of a community made for singles. Your match is waiting for you to make your move. Visit eventsandadventures.com to get started. That's eventsandadventures.com.
As someone who resembles someone else, I appreciate that Liberty Mutual knows everyone's unique. That's why they customize your car insurance, so you only pay for what you need. I mean, just because you look like someone else doesn't mean you eat off the floor, or yell at the vacuum, or need flea medication. Oh yeah, that's the spot. Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Doing it yourself doesn't have to mean all by yourself. With the Home Depot as your partner, doing's never been easier. You can pick up skills in a virtual workshop. Pick up what you need fast or have it delivered same day. And if you have more projects than you have time to do them, we can even help with that. This is doing like never before. This is the Home Depot, how doers get more done.
Welcome back to Big City Lifestyles. I have a special guest today, Robert with Credit Mechanics. Hello, Robert.
Hello, Diana. And hello, everybody.
We are going to be talking today about credit restoration, and he has some great points to cover with you. So let's get started.
All right.
So, Robert, how did you get started in this business?
Well, Diana, that's a good question. Probably about 12 or 13 years ago, I'm an entrepreneur myself, and so I have several different businesses, and I learned really early on that credit is the most important three-digit number in your life when it comes to starting a business or living life.
That's right. It's the foundation of America.
It really is.
And business.
Yes, that three-digit score can either keep you stuck on the side of the road,
Yes.
or it can get you on the road fast towards your dreams and goals in life.
Yes. And I love that parallel you have about being a mechanic. Give us some more pointers on that.
You know, when the name came to me, it made sense that, you know, people can relate to their car breaking down. And if your car breaks down when you're on the way to a meeting or a special place or somewhere you need to be, and your car breaks down, you're stuck. It's frustrating. It's really a terrible situation. And so the same goes for your credit. When you have a negative item or something that's popped up on your credit that brings your scores down, it can have you stuck on the side of the road rather than on the road getting to your goals. So the Credit Mechanics is here to use every tool in the shop to get your credit where it needs to be, to get that home, that car, that business loan, that business credit card, whatever it is you need that involves credit. We have the tools and the tricks and the know-how to take you from wherever you are today to where you want to be with your credit.
Especially in real estate, we have the need for our credit points to be at an exact place. So it really is helpful to have show the people out there, our viewers, the importance of getting your credit where it should be to get to your dream home. And that's why we're here.
You know, Diana, when it comes to negative items that are showing on someone's credit report, we have legal ways of disputing and challenging the compliance of these negative items to get those removed permanently from your credit reports. And then also, if you're trying to get approved for a mortgage, and say you're at a 680, but you need to be at a 720, you're just 40 points away. What can you do to get those extra 40 points quickly? Well, there's lots of ways of doing that by adding trade lines and other ways of adding positive credit to your reports to boost your score immediately.
That's
So
right.
these are some of the other tricks and
Yes.
tactics that we use with the Credit Mechanics to help you quickly get to where you want to go.
Yes. So what more or less, what is the time frame that we are looking
Well, most people, everybody has a different situation with their credit report. So depending on the situation, it could take from 30 days to 90 days.
at? That's not too bad.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
You can make significant changes, dramatic changes within that time frame if you know what to do.
Yeah.
So what we like to say is, just like if you're in a sport, you know, if you have a good coach, you can win.
Yes.
Credit is a game. And if you have a good coach, you can win.
Yes.
If you don't have a good coach, you could lose.
Yes.
If you don't know what to do.
That's true.
It's just,
That's
you know,
true.
like that. So we're here to educate and help people understand credit and get the most out of their credit.
Wonderful. I think that's very important at this time. What do you do to present the program? Is it like an application, an app, or?
Yeah, you can go to thecreditmechanics.com to our website,
Okay.
and we do have a form there you can fill out to send us your information,
Yes.
and we'll follow up with you.
To all our viewers out there, you have 3 questions that we can ask Robert to see how we can improve our credit. So Robert, what are 3 things that you can suggest to our viewers to help their credit?
Oh, boy. Well, the first thing I would suggest to everybody is to go to thecreditmechanics.com and click the button that says, I want my free diagnostic check. Because just like when you go to the car mechanic and you get a diagnostic check on your car, we do a diagnostic check on your credit reports that actually gives you a written out plan of action of what negative items need to be disputed, what positive items you may have showing, and then what we suggest that you can do to improve your scores quickly. So that's number one is get a free diagnostic check at the credit mechanic.
Yes.
Totally free.
That's awesome.
This will
I
get
love
you on the road to knowing where your credit scores are.
it. Yes. That's
So,
good.
you know, definitely if you haven't seen your credit reports lately, you need to set up an account with IdentityIQ.com or Experian and see what's on your credit reports. Don't be afraid of those credit reports. They're so important to your life that you need to know what's showing. So the next thing is make sure that you always pay your bills on time. Because a late payment, just one late payment, can drop your score as much as 100 points. So, you know,
That's so
if
true.
you're planning on buying a home or making a big purchase and you need credit for that, then you need to plan in advance that you got to make those payments on time and not miss a payment.
That's
And
so true.
one last thing I'll give you 4, never go over 50% of the available balance on any of your credit cards. Okay, because as soon as you go to 60 or 70 or 80, or if you max out a credit card, your score goes straight down. So always keep your credit card balances at 50% or less than the available balance.
Very good
Yeah.
points.
There you go.
Thank you, Robert, for all the wonderful points you gave our viewers. So how can we get in touch with you?
Okay, you can go to the website, www.thecreditmechanics.com, thecreditmechanics.com. And our team is here and ready to help you achieve your dreams and goals by getting that home, that car, or whatever it is you would like to get using your credit. Credit is the most important aspect of your life. I highly recommend that all of your viewers, Diana,
Yes,
get that free diagnostic check right away.
exactly. And thank you so much for watching our show.
Singles. Do you feel it? The feeling like it's time to start having fun again? If you do, then you're ready to celebrate with Events and Adventures. There's never been a better time to join than right now. Meet new people with a packed calendar of fun events, exciting adventures, and future memories. It's time to live life to the fullest, to high five, skydive, and feel alive again. That feeling is here at Events and Adventures. If you're single and ready to celebrate, visit eventsandadventures.com to get started. That's eventsandadventures.com.
Here, you can find your style in every aisle. Got an eye for design? We've got a design for your budget. Want endless aisles of more? We've got more, way more. When you explore our showrooms of style, you'll find whatever you're into at a price you'll really get into. Shop the Showroom Styles Bath event at Lowe's.
I've seen this movie before.
You have?
Sure. This is the part where all is lost and the hero searches for hope. Then a mysterious figure reminds her that she has the Farmer's Home Policy Perk guaranteed replacement cost, and that her home will be rebuilt regardless of her limits or if the cost of materials has gone up.
That's really something.
Get a whole lot of something with Farmer's Policy Perks. Wait, I didn't ruin the ending, did I?
Yeah, you did.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
The season's open for possibilities. And this spring, the outdoors are in. It's time to see the outside not for what it is, but for all it can be. To go somewhere new, you don't have to log miles. Just open your mind. The place you want to go might be just outside your door. Lowe's. Home to any budget. Home to any possibility.
Hey, Kyle here with winthehouseyoulove.com. Today we're talking about what does an underwriter do exactly for your loan. So you're going to learn 3 things. Number 1, why underwriting determines the fate of your loan. Number 2, how to make underwriting easier. And number 3, how long it takes and the things that you can do to speed up the underwriting process so you can get in your home quicker. This is all about making the home buying process less stressful and helping you go through it as quickly as possible, because getting a loan isn't super fun. We want it to be a joyful process to buy a house. So we're going to talk about how you can ease this process up. So first, let's talk about a quick overview. All right, so let's look up here really quickly. Think of it like a 3-stage process for underwriting. So underwriting, a basic definition of what underwriting is the lender needs to verify your information to make sure that you can pay back a loan. All right, they need to make sure that if they're going to lend you $200,000, that you have a high probability of paying back that $200,000. They don't want to lose that money. So there's a kind of a 3-step underwriting process. Number 1, you have a computer approval. So most loans are written with computer software. So the computer is first going to issue an approval based on the data that you put in your loan application. Then in step 2, the underwriter is then going to verify the information that was put into the computer program. Now this is done in 2 stages that we'll talk about here about 3/4 through this video. And then number 3, your loan is approved. So the computer verified your information, then an actual person, actual human reviews your information, and then your loan is finally approved. So let's talk about AUS. AUS stands for Automated Underwriting Software. And this is the software that's going to take all the information from your loan application and it's going to compare it to hundreds, if not thousands, of mortgage guidelines. Mortgage guidelines are just filled with tons of different rules on what qualifies you for mortgage and certain limitations and documentation that you need for specific scenarios. It can be really obnoxious. Like some mortgage guidelines are 1,500 plus pages. So what AUS is doing is it's taking the information from your loan application and it is now comparing it to guidelines. All right. And then what it's going to do is it's going to give you a approval or denial recommendation. So the software, the guideline software, is now going to compare the information that you put in on your loan application and say, hey, we think this fits all of the guidelines. So after the underwriting software says, hey, this fits the guidelines, then an actual human has to review that information.
Hello, welcome to Big City Lifestyles. Today we have a special segment on mortgage lending. I have with us Andrew Luther with Nexa Mortgage, and welcome.
Thank you very much for inviting me.
Yes, and he's going to explain to you all different lenders that we have and all the possibilities of getting a loan for your new home. So, what do you have to offer?
Well, today what I hope to do is give you just a quick run through of the mortgage business and how to put your file together and get closed as fast as you can so you can achieve the dream of home ownership.
Wonderful. So let's get started.
Hi, my name is Andrew Luther and I'm a senior loan officer with Nexa Mortgage LLC. I'm proud to be with an independent mortgage broker that I can combine my 25 years plus of financial real estate experience with their large amount of lenders to help make the dream of homeownership come true. A great loan officer understands the big picture. I am not a bank teller. I understand the importance of great low interest rates, fast answers, returning phone calls and emails, accurate estimates, and the ability to take what is known as your financial picture, tear it apart, and put it back together again for what they call the underwriter. The underwriter is the ending source for the bank that makes the final decision on your loan. It's the ability to take these little pieces, put them together, and put them together like a puzzle. Sure, we all love the perfect file with long-term employment, great credit, and great savings, but let's face it, those files are few and far between. Everybody's loan file is different. That's what makes a great loan officer, the ability to put that puzzle together. In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you how I do some of those things and how I separate myself from others, like those bank tellers that just don't get it. There are multiple advantages to working with me as an independent mortgage broker with Nexa Mortgage. First thing, especially realtors, loan officers quite often like to come into the real estate offices and brag about how fast that they can do things. Sometimes they give them a shot and sometimes it works out. But at the end of the day, it's consistency is what's important. I need every realtor and home buyer out there to build that relationship with me. I want a realtor or a buyer to actually ask me how or why and why me, and then know the answer. Well, glad you asked, and these are some of the points on how I separate myself from other people that are out there in the industry. Number one, it all starts with support. If you don't have amazing support behind you, then you aren't going anywhere. There is no one in the United States that has more lender support than what I do. My largest wholesaler in my arsenal has tens of thousands of mortgage brokers across the country. 99% of those are responsible for about 30 mortgage companies. Well, right now I have 12 account reps that are responsible for our company. And they're sitting in Zoom waiting to assist me all day long on how to assemble and put loans together. Nobody else has a staff of 12 to wait to set up the deals. It's a small army from day one. I'm just the front line. We closed over 1,000 loans with them last month alone, the company. What is important is that all of those executives and myself, we work together to make sure that we can get the loan closed and closed on time. The mortgage broker, the realtor, the buyer, and we want everybody to succeed and grow their business because of what we do together. That support is my foundation that I can bring to you. Number two, that support builds on speed and service. All loans have to go through the same process. You import the loan, you e-sign the documents, you set up the file, and it goes into what they call underwriting. If the borrower is responsive and works with me, I have the ability to do all of those initial steps up front, saving days off of the loan application process. Due to this high-speed technology, I just shave the entire front end off the loan processing. My turn times are consistent at 1 to 2 days on conditions and approvals, which is why I close loans so fast. It is not uncommon for me to be from loan submission to closing in under 15 days if the appraisal can get done on a timely basis. So what does that do for people as a realtor or a buyer? Well, that means if you've got a client working with me with financing contingencies, they're no really longer an issue in most cases. You'll be able to breathe the entire time from start to finish because I'm going to exceed your expectations.
Wow, amazing what Robert has done to the credit business. He has so much experience, over 10 years experience, and he's also done a lot of research. So he is the expert to go to. That's why I chose to work my credit with Robert, and I have seen amazing results. And you should too. Give him a call or look him up on his website, and you will see what he can do to turn your credit around, and it will totally change your life. And so I am just really, really grateful that he is part of our show, and he is part of working with our team to bring you the best home loans that you can get. Because with your good credit, you will definitely get a lower interest rate and more for your money to buy the most beautiful dream home that you want. So our next segment is coming up, and it's going to be about the October Truck Madness annual event. And it is so exciting to watch those truck drivers do amazing things. So don't go away because it's coming right up. Welcome back to Big City Lifestyle, showcasing the very best that Houston has to offer. Thank you so much for watching our show today. We are going to be showing some fantastic things for you and places to go all over Houston. But remember to like and subscribe. Watch us every Saturday at 2 p.m. right here on Bossip Houston Network. Hello, Houston. I'm your host, Diana Casanova, and I want to invite you to our new and exciting show called Big City Lifestyles. So come join us every Saturday at Bossip Houston Network. See you there.